Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're talking about the AMX50B's turret buff, more specifically the armor buff, which is going to happen in update 8.1. A lot of people wanted me to make this video, and today we're finding out whether or not this buff will make the AMX50B the new MAUS. So basically, stay tuned. The AMX50B's turret armor is one of the worst among heavy tanks at tier 10, and therefore I definitely think it needed a tiny buff, but this buff was a bit too much, at least in my opinion. Before, the turret armor was around 200 millimeters, more or less. Some places were below 200, 180 or something like this. Now the turret armor has been buffed by a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean like a lot. Some bits are up to 250, 260 millimeters, which is a the penetration of a standard heavy at tier 10. Not even gonna mention mediums and light tanks, which have less than 260 millimeters of penetration. What does this mean? This means that the 50B is literally the perfect tank now, with more or less decent armor, really good mobility, and a really good gun. Was this buff necessary? Not at all, I don't think so. I don't think the 50B needed the turret buff because it was already good enough without the armor. Now, will this turret buff make a huge difference? I don't really think so. Why? Because the turret buff isn't that significant. Of course, 260 is a lot in some spots, but you still have a huge lower turret part or lower turret area, which is still around 200, less than 200, plus minus, something like that. And therefore, every single tank you're going to come across will penetrate you. Every single tank will penetrate you into the lower parts of the turret, into your sides, into your tracks, whatever. Your turret armor is still garbage on the sides as well. You're gonna get a cheat. Your sides of the hull will also be, a cheat. And therefore, I still think the 50B will play very similarly. Maybe you'll get one or two extra bounces, and that will let you do a bit more damage, maybe like unload a full clip. But this is going to be very rare and not all the time. I mean, the turret armor isn't that strong. It's not like a Kranwagen's turret or something like this. So don't think that the 50B is going to become like, something super armored, and now everyone can sit in it and do like 3k average damage. This isn't going to be possible. The 50B is still very hard to play, especially for newer players, because of the very weak sides, etc. And as I mentioned already, the turret is really weak still because the lower part is huge. Now, I don't understand why Wargaming wanted to buff the 50B. No one was ever complaining about the armor on this tank, and no one ever complained about the 50B whatsoever. I don't understand why they needed to do this little buff. I think it's to do with the new red spots they're rendering into the game, where they show the weak points a lot more accurately. And the 50B's texture or something like this was wrong, and they couldn't properly show the armor, so that's why I think they're doing this. But apart from this, I wouldn't know why Wargaming are buffing the 50B. Now, if you guys know, please tell me why Wargaming are buffing it. I really want to know, and I really want to know your opinion in the comment section below, whether or not this buff was necessary. Do you guys think the 50B needs a bit more armor, maybe some side armor, maybe some more turret armor? I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say about my favorite tank in the whole game. So with that, I really wanted to clarify that the 50B is really pretty much going to be the same, and there's no need to hype up this tank and try and make everyone get it. So with that, this video comes to an end. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy is out. Bye bye.